Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another Christian video. Now I know I've been doing a lot of news videos recently, but I did make this channel for Christian stuff, so that would be my perspective on the news, which I do think is important to have a biblical perspective on it when I can, and when I don't, I'll just talk about it anyway. Hopefully people watch it, which a lot of people do watch them, and then they come back to watch the Bible videos. But if you want, I do have another channel that Life with Christ Ministries, that I'm going to start adding all of these to, so that I may have just that focus there, and hopefully I'll still upload them here, but just so people can have access to just those if they just want that. But I do think it's important, so I'm going to share it. And I don't care if I lose subscribers over it. So today we're going to be talking about abortion. As I made 2 videos on abortion already, so you can look at those. But today we're going to look at 6 Bible verses. Of course, the first one is in Genesis, which is, I believe, Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. It says to be fruitful and multiply. Yes, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Now, you can't be fruitful and multiply if you're killing all the babies. You know, I said that in my Massachusetts and late-term abortion video, which I'll pin right there. And yeah, you can't do that. Doing that, you can't do it with a couple of other things, but those are for a separate video. So yeah, and we're going to look at a verse that clearly indicates that God cares for the unborn, which is Exodus 21, verses 22 to 25. And while I'm flipping to that, I will talk, like, I did make a Patreon. I don't care if you, all of it is being donated to local foster homes and local churches. So if you would care to donate, you can see which tiers donate the most amount of money. So the top 2 tiers go directly to the LWC ministry, but everything below that, so the 99 cents clearly says all of it goes to donations, and so on and so forth. So 21 verses 22 to 25. If people are fighting and hit a pregnant woman and she gives birth prematurely, but there is no serious injury, the offender must be fined whatever the woman's husband demands and the court allows. But if there is a serious injury, you are to take life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. So the first verse, 22, you've probably seen by the Young Turks. They like to say, oh, baby is just a commodity, you know. That's what the Bible says in Exodus 22. First of all, Christians do not follow the Torah, unless it's stated anywhere else, which these things are. And I'll get to that in a second, because, you know, this was the Old Covenant. The law was fulfilled, the law being the Torah. So the first 5 books in the Bible. But anyway, you can clearly see here that God, this is a law from God. And if you're hurting a pregnant woman and she loses the child, then, like, that's a serious no-no. Like, so obviously you can deduce that God cares for those people. And, you know, people still in the womb tend to be pretty helpless. and anyone under the age of 10 really, and even then, like, well, there are a lot of people who are just helpless, and we should protect the helpless. You can see that in Psalms 82 verses 3 and 4. I'm going to flip to that now, which is page 768. Usually I have them up and running, but today's just been a busy day. I would cut it, but both my video editors are not working for some reason. Out, but okay. 82 verses 3 and 4. Defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and the needy, deliver them from their hand of the wicked. The gods know nothing, they understand nothing, they walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. I said, you are gods. You are all sons of Most High, but you will die like mere mortals. You will fall like every ruler. Rise up, O God, judge the earth and all the nations. So you can see that God is commanding us in Psalms 82 to protect the poor and the needy. Of course, this is for righteous causes. So murdering babies, I would say, is a pretty righteous cause to fight against. But say someone is oppressing pedophiles for being pedophiles, I would not assist them being oppressed. If it's a righteous cause, then you're meant to fight for it. But if you're not, then you are. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Psalms 127 verse 3. Because all children are a gift from God, and this verse talks about it greatly. Page 800, verse 3. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring are a reward from Him. So why would you kill something that is from God? That just doesn't make any sense to me. God forms every child. So yeah, and Psalms 139 verses 13 and through 16. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. So God knows about you before you're even conceived. And even so, the secret place is being conceived. So He knew you before then. He knows you now. He knows all the days that were written for you. And yes, that means that he knows that the days of the aborted are not there. That doesn't mean that He condones it. It just means that He's allowed it to happen that way. Because everyone will face judgment on Judgment Day, regardless of whether you like it or not. And God plans a future for all of His children, and you can see that in Jeremiah 1:5. So let me just pull that up right here. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as a prophet to the nations. So yes, you can see that. I believe he's talking about Jeremiah there. So he knows you before you're in the womb, while you're in the womb, etc. And I believe John chapter 1 talks about it as well. I'm so sorry that this is not the best video, but I'm going to put it out there anyway because I'm not redoing it. I've done 2 of them already. This is just more for me so I can follow through with the things I said I was going to do. So yeah, actually I'm not going to do that because we're already at the 10-minute mark again. I'm not editing any of these videos. So yeah, have a wonderful day. God bless you. I am so sorry that this video just seems very slow and monotonous, and that's largely in part because it is slow and monotonous, and I did not intend it to be that way. But thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.